So, like, when a 13-year-old shows up from nowhere, extra-dimensional stuff, with no parents or any known relations, they put you into the foster care system.
I'm sorry, that's rough.
What does that mean?
Means
this country's foster care system isn't the best.
Yeah.
So it's
when
like...
I own this country, it will be better.
So, like, Faye also very much sucks, so, like, which was worse? At least foster parents don't turn you into weird animals for a joke.
Yes.
Well, I was considering sending one of my children to be fostered with the Normans across the sea.
That's a different kind of fostering, I guess, because it's like
you go and you learn how to be a proper ruler in a different court.
Yeah, more dependable, and it's like as opposed to weird bureaucracy. Here, child A gets put with family 1, who gets them so they can have an extra meal ticket, and may or may not actually care about them.
Like when you send your kids to be fostered with the Normans, they're still your kids, right?
Of course.
It's not like that here.
I wasn't even in actual foster care all that long, really, because I ended up going to college real soon.
Well,
I mean, I technically had foster parents, but I was living in college over.
That is a thing people do here, yes? You send your children to a different nation?
Occasionally?
Sometimes.
Like if you have the money to actually do that kind of thing? Mm.
Children are the most valuable of commodities. And on behalf of this nation, which will soon be mine, I apologize if we have failed you.
I mean, I'm technically not a child anymore, by any definition, by most definitions.
Well,
I'm 18, and then also kind of, sort of, much, much older than 18.
Then what about for a team we could call ourselves the responsible adults? I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because Fate was just saying that they are no longer a child. Does that not make us all adults?
I mean,
but are we responsible for anything?
I have been a responsible queen since the age of 16.
Our obligation.
Please remember to breathe, Colt.
Trying.
Remember,
I have responsibilities.
I don't understand what you consider adult here, but I had my first child when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
I became queen when I was 17.
When you're 18.
I became queen when I was 17.
Oh, good for you.
And I understand that you cannot command one of these cars until you are of adult age in this president land.
Depends on the state.
I haven't learned to drive.
It depends on the state of what.
Imagine me walking into the DMV. Hello, I'd like to take a driver's test, please. Please ignore the ears, fangs, and people's eyes. I am perfectly normal human. Look at all this documentation I have of myself.
It's a great place for you to hide an anime bench.
Okay, yeah, but do I want to be there?
I am very confused.
Probably not.
Con-funk.
Is that where you go for the
Con-funk.
shippers? Is that where the shippers live?
Yes.
Yes. Haven't you ever been to a con on, like, the last day and some people are getting a little ripe?
Oh, that.
I don't know about showering.
So it is.
How do I smell better than you? I'm technically homeless, right?
It is like the third day of battle.
Sure.
When one must bathe after they do battle, and then come home to greet their lover. After that, there is a bath, traditionally.
That's not too bad. I mean, I'm up for it. Baths are nice.
Your traditions are strange, but I'm glad you still have baths.
I haven't had a chance to actually use a bath in ages. Shitty college showers.
How about we call our...
Maybe we can get them to put us in a hotel room.
Oh, man.
What does that mean?
Like a nice one.
Soft beds.
I like soft beds. Like hay.
Bathtubs.
Hay and feathers.
Softer than that. Or less bed bugs. No bed bugs.
Do they supply you with...
Really soft.
Do they supply you with mead?
There's generally coffee and also ice. So much ice. You can get a lot of ice.
Is it not snowing in England now? Could we not simply gather ice from the ground?
I mean, if it is, I have no idea if it is or not, but if it is...
I'm pretty sure England is, like, made of acid rain.
It's just made of rain.
I'm gonna have so much catch-up to do. Stupid deals.
Well, it's not going to be there at all if we don't find a way to get over there.
I think we have to talk to the Athena people.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll talk to the Athena people.
I've started drafting up some emails to my professors. I'm gonna get so behind, like, missing the beginning of the semester is the worst idea. But, like, why couldn't you have opened the portal, like, in the beginning of January? In the beginning of January.
Why couldn't you have just not opened the portal at all?
That would have been real nice.
That would have been nice.
I just want to defeat the Fae. The unseelie Fae.
I do not want to deal with, like, fuck Fae? Fuck the Fae?
Yep.
They are awful. And also, if there are unseelie Fae, I kind of have to go fight them.
Fuck is with that?
I can...
Wait, what? What? Oh, what are you talking about?
I was like, what the fuck is with that? What's up with that? How does that work?
I made several deals with the Fae while living with them, and one of them said I gotta fight unseelie Fae.
Yikes.
If they show up.
That sounds like a very beneficial deal.
I mean, I would have done it already in this case, but with, like, the thing in DC, but, like, if I didn't have to, there's a large chance that, like, maybe there's people with weird powers in England who can help fight the Fae.
Well, I could certainly...
Well, I messaged my handler.
I'm happy to go to England and
my
fight
contact
the Fae.
person. I told her that we're willing to go. They can get us there.
That's good. And, like, pay for us to be surviving as people there.
And somewhere for us to stay afterwards, because I don't know about you, but I slept for about a full day after the incident.
Well,
every time I tried to get up, my head was screaming.
The reporters are starting to call us the Revengers.
Really?
The what?
The Revengers.
Yeah.
You cut out the what?
Copyright infringement.
I feel like we're stuck with the Revengers if we don't come up with our own name.
Can't think of any good one.
We will revenge your country and take it back from England.
I like it. I want it. I like how we've divided up the world.
I don't. I think that this is a thing that maybe we shouldn't.
I think the world objects to being divided up.
Can I? I want Normandy.
If you're conquering things, I'm gonna claim I don't know you and am unaffiliated with you.
Like, we're gonna have to start a separate team to make you two stop.
I wish to claim Normandy.
Or at least just separate ourselves from you to cover our own asses, so that whatever military tries to destroy you guys won't try to destroy us.
I would like my country. I would like England. I would like Normandy, and then I would also like where the men of the North come from.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all going to have a lot of objections to that.
Is there a way to try and figure out how to get you back to your own time? I mean, like...
Well, I have some wishes of my own, so I assume that I could make these wishes, and...
Like...
You have wishes as well?
The Fey Realm makes time go weird and wonky, but I don't think it can help you get back.
Well, I am the Queen of Shamrocks for a reason. I have 3 wishes, but I understand they're only related to opening portals.
That sounds like a mistake.
The portals again.
Well, I never used the shamrock in question. It was given to me by a druid. I don't even know if it works. And you know how druids can be.
Shady back alley druid deals. I want to buy some curses. Where it's real, turns out it's oregano in bag.
I don't even understand. That sounds funny.
Fuck you.
Hey kid, you want to buy some sea salt?
That sounds funny,
will you allow the sacrifice of children to cars in your country?
No.
That's not right.
No.
No one sacrifices children to cars.
No one sacrifices anything to cars.
Recently in my
Maybe they might do that in Mad Max.
Recently in my country, the druids...
I mean, I had a friend whose sister drove over his violin, but...
That's upsetting.
That's not really a sacrifice to the car.
Well, recently in
my... cars destroy things, people are upset.
In my country, the druids recently agreed to stop sacrificing children.
Good.
Well, that's a good agreement. I'm very glad they made that agreement.
So, I have another news item that has come up. We are learning that the government of England did protect an undersea kingdom.
Protect from what?
From view of people. It says that in light of the King of Clovers appearing, that it was time for the government of the United Kingdom to declassify this information.
Wait, why the fuck were they... What?
It's weird Atlantis shit.
It seems as though they were protecting the king's kingdom from having any real confrontations with anyone because it was too weak to stand on its own.
At least it wasn't conquered.
Okay, partially conquered. It was only like 20% of it.
nowadays we're all in weird neocolonialism where people aren't where people say they're not controlling and conquering other countries, but they kind of are, and like controlling them through money and stuff.
How do I acquire money?
Like, actually conquering them in the true sense of the word.
The world frowns on just normal conquering. It's fine if you, like, take a country's main export and change stuff so that it costs too much for the people who live there to buy their own food that they're producing. But
that sounds
you
very
can't just
cowardly.
take it over.
But you can't just go and wave a spear in someone's face.
It does sound cowardly. What kind of nation uses food to harm another nation?
Nestle. It's not a nation, but they want to be.
That's not a nation.
They want to be.
Siri, show to me the history of Ireland.
Oh dear.
I want to know what happened
From
in
the
my...
name of the European island country, derived from Irish Gaelic Eire, which may mean something like abundant land in Old Irish.
Yes.
I'm learning things.
Can your contact at the Athena people, can they guarantee, like, our, I don't know, like, not being locked up after this?
I don't know.
I think we have seen.
I know that's not what you want to hear, but
Yeah.
We have
Like,
seen.
people with, like, needles and wires and stuff they want to stick to your head. And
I don't, like,
I can read whoever comes to get us, but I can't if they
I
haven't
don't
been
even
told.
know how science would comprehend my powers. It's like,
No, they sure can try.
I can explain, like,
But if we're all
the
together,
world thing, I can totally explain both through magic and science. But, like, so there's, there probably is some weird science explanation. But if so, I want to figure that out myself and not have people forcing me to do it.
All I need is my spear. To accomplish my goals, all I need is my spear. I will slay all the unseelie fae and accomplish all of my goals beyond.
Once again, if
I think
either
we're probably safest staying together. Individually, we could be overpowered. Together, maybe not so much.
Mm-hmm.
So we are calling ourselves the Revengers, or are we coming up with a better name?
I want to come up with a more original name, but I can't think of anything.
Also, like, the world's literally on fire, and we're worried about the band name.
Yeah.
Oh
A band of what?
Oh
Band
my
of
god,
heroes?
can we call ourselves the world's literally on fire and we're worried about the band name? Panic at the Disco, I love it.
I think that's a bit long.
Yeah, I know,
I
that's
could
the
use
point.
band name, find like a band name generator.
It's super Panic at the Disco. The
Can
world's
we-
on fire and we're worried about the band name.
What is a disco?
Screaming Mermaid.
What is a disco?
Oh no.
Dance, kind of, in a music style and also maybe a place.
Just
Panic at the Disco is not
Type in disco.
disco.
generate band names. Ventricle Probe, Grumpy Command, Newsroom of the Lava, Fearful Evening, Traumatic Crochet.
I like command.
Traumatic crochet?
Traumatic crochet.
What about...
Yeah.
Wait, go back to the one about command.
Grumpy Command. I feel like that describes you.
Yeah.
I can also put in an optional word.
You would be grumpy too if you've read about the last 800 years of Irish history.
I think you are valid to be grumpy, Queen.
I am.
I can put in a word that will include in it, but if we want that.
Command. I like command.
Horizon Track, Unvisited Whisker, Sinister Zodiac and the Realism.
What about Unvisited Command? It speaks of all.
Superhero.
It speaks of all the lands to conquer.
How about something about, like, anti-fae, so, like, Cold Steel or something like that? Cold Iron.
Cold
Flint
Steel
against fire.
Command! Cold Steel Command! Cold
I don't know
Steel
about command.
Commanders!
Well, okay, one, it's iron instead of steel.
Cold Iron, yeah, that's a thing.
Cold Iron Commanders. That's us.
I don't want to be a commander.
Yeah. Neither do
How
I.
can we
I'm
not
not in charge
be?
of
Might
shit.
give people the wrong idea.
I'm in charge of everything. We want people to know that we are powerful and ready
You
to
want
conquer.
people to know that you are powerful. Please leave me out of it.
Yeah, same.
I'd rather everyone not be terrified of me, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm very confused. That is my theme. I am very confused here.
Put Cold Iron in the generator and tell me the best band names.
Okay, I'll go back to the band name thing. I went to a superhero name.
Cold Iron Conquerors.
Cold Iron Ice.
That's worse!
Cold Iron Shadow. Near Cold Iron. Cold Iron Toenail and Cold Iron Clown.
What was the last one?
Cold Iron Clown.
I heard cold iron tofu. I'm not sure which one's worse.
Yeah.
Cold Iron Tofu? That's disgusting.
Toenail.
Oh, Toenail. Ugh.
Cold Iron Whiskey.
No.
No.
Defenders?
Yeah, Cold Iron Defenders.
That gives a nice view of us.
What if it's just iron defenders? No.
No.
That implies that we're wearing a lot of armor.
Yeah.
Or that we are defending iron from something. And iron doesn't really need much defending, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
while we're working on our little band name, they're willing to take us.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going with that then.
I will find my own means there. I do not need to be handled.
Please don't make another portal.
No more portals!
That's our name. No more portals.
No more portals.
Just, like,
Anti-portals.
the amount of Fae involvement in this dimension that there was already more than enough. And now it's way more. And also way worse.
Reducing the amount of Fae interference in this dimension. The group.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, I'm not sure
enough
how
of
much
prey on my planet.
like, tell what I'm doing. I don't think they can tell all that much what I'm doing because they need me to come back and tell them stuff.
So don't tell them, that way you can stay longer.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't, like, they're gonna, I'm pretty sure how it's gonna work is that at some point, some Fae's gonna show up and be like, hey, yo, come back now. And then I go back and I tell them all the physics I learned.
So Athena is gonna handle our transportation. We're allowed to bring all of our weapons on there. That's correct.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Okay, I cannot be without my spear. And we are calling ourselves the Defenders of Iron.
That sounds like we're defending iron.
I thought it was Cold Iron Defenders.
Yeah.
That sounds so metal. We sound like some sort of metal band.
Well, iron is a metal.
What's wrong with the Revengers?
It's already
Rage
in you.
Against the Fairy.
How about iron at your disco dancing?
No.
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 The kind of songs Flight of the Ladies might record. The North Pole State of Mind. Try it with Rap Generator. Our Chewy Fairy Love. Try it with Love Song Generator. Our October Lizards. Try it with Freestyle Song Generator. This love is chewy,
Pirate
but beautiful.
freestyle.
If I was your Chewy Fairy, try it with Justin Bieber Song Generator.
Oh no.
Is Justin Bieber another ship name?
No.
It's a person.
Don't Google it. Just don't.
He's just kind of the worst.
She's Googling it.
Degenerate.
Siri,
In
what
general.
is Justin Bieber?
The worst is your answer.
Again, I'd like to point out that the world is on fire while we're sitting here trying to figure out a band
I
name.
mean, we can't go until the Project Athena guys give us the information about where to go.
Iron of genitalia, what the fuck?
We're going
What?
to a place of many stones.
Iron of genitalia.
Oh,
Yes.
apparently
They will
Justin
definitely give the right impression that we want to give.
Justin Bieber is apparently a Catholic, and he is a bard from the land of Canada.
Close enough.
Canada.
Almost there.
Well, as long as it's not England.
Canada is
Hey, it's got five-fold iron. I don't
Wait,
know.
King, did you say that you are conquering Canada?
Five-fold cold iron.
Canada is part of the president's land.
No,
Not.
No,
no,
this
it's not.
It's America's cooler hat.
I looked at a map. It is in the same
Her
continent.
cooler hat.
Yeah,
Cooler than
but
us.
it's not every continent. Most continents are not one country. They're
Go
not.
look at country lines in Africa. You'll get confused. There's a lot of lines there.
Well, this
Or Europe.
Eastern Europe.
Siri is telling me that the Queen of England is on the money of Canada, so that means that technically I would own Canada when I conquer England.
Once again, if you two start conquering things, I will distance myself as far away from you as possible, and just because if you guys start conquering things, they might think the rest of us are gonna be weird and start conquering things.
I suggest that we take a vote upon our name of our band, but
The
that first
Renegades is one that came up in a random generator. I like that.
the Renegades. Well, first,
I don't know why. I just really like it.
but
It
first,
doesn't make any
It
sense.
sounds edgy without being over the top.
Yeah, that's why.
I do believe that it is time for our scheduled break in our meeting. That should
Alright.
last.
Okay.
That should last about 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity allies.
All right, out of game. We've been at this for a few hours, so it's going to be our scheduled break time, and then when we come back, we can out of game discuss what we actually want to accomplish in the rest of our time. Obviously, picking a band name is important.
Yep. The
Establishing.
Tricksters, the Outcasts, the Banshees. This list is A+ right now.
I
the
love
Rogue-
it. I love it.
Feral Syndicate.
We can also talk about stuff like, how we're gonna fight when we encounter the Unseelie again. Now that we've kind of established how we can get there, and I have some other information to drop, and I thought we were having a lot of fun, so I didn't want to go super serious really early on, but I do have some super serious shit to drop.
I
like
like going serious. I like going serious,
I like angst.
and I am planning to maybe try and angst harder.
Also,
Excellent.
the Phenomenon Custodians is the best thing I've ever read.
I'm
That's
gonna go
wonderful.
get water now.
Custodian.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna go.
Phenomenon Custodians. I'm getting some food.
Alright, keep in mind we are still streaming, so you can mute and camera off if you want. I am going to go.
Maybe I can put the camera on these deer hanging out right behind me.
Okay,
Then you see deer.
very cool.
They're right there. Hello.
I'm gonna
friends.
I'm gonna keep you on the screen, and I'm gonna mute and stop.
So your dear friends.
I'm gonna go eat. I will be back shortly.
Hello. I'm gonna mute.
Early for me to eat.
I have returned, but I know that we're still waiting on Crow because of his computer. So we'll just wait until he comes back. Here we go. Now I'm really back. So while we're waiting for Crow, and I don't know if Callie's here, but I already talked to her about it. So we're gonna get more serious with the tone, which is gonna be fun.
Here.
Yes, and we are going to. You'll be getting a message from me with some direction, and everything in this game is opt-in, so you can choose not to accept it. But each and every person is going to be separately affected by something.
Cool.
So I'll give you some direction, but it's up to you to figure out how you want it to affect your character. Very New World Magic School style. So I'll give a suggestion, but you can figure out how you want it to affect you, and I'll send that privately via.
I'm gonna try and crank up my angst.
Yes, work on your angst. I love it. You're doing a great job with this so far. About school and I'm gonna miss school.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna eat in character. Anybody who's seen me
I
play.
am not dying for 3 college credits.
That is one of the best lines from the first Thor movie. I have an Avengers cup too, but I'm gonna drink it this way so we don't see that Avengers symbol.
You just need it to be an R, and then we'll be the Revengers.
Yeah. That's why I was finally look, if we can't come up with the name, we're getting a crappy name, people. The Revengers.
That's the best thing about doing an online thing. You can use the internet and character to look up name generators.
Exactly. I hope Crow's computer is okay.
It should be. It doesn't normally do this that I'm aware of. I can go check on him if need be, given that we are in the same building.
That is true. Yeah, we'll give him a few more minutes.
And worst comes to worst, maybe we figure out that he's actually hiding out in the Johns Hopkins University Library.
Yes. Worst comes to worst, at least there's a workaround.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not supposed to be working. What am I doing? Every time. I know I resisted it at Dragon Thrones mostly. But it was tough.
Okay.
I almost started talking about something semi-personal and then remembered we're streaming. It's never mind. I'll tell everyone that news later.
I think I still need more light in here.
And I'm just gonna keep eating until Crow comes back. I hope his computer's alright. It's taking forever. That's scary. Oh, that's right. I'm like a warrior queen. I can just eat chicken with my fingers. Arr.
I was told not to eat because dinner is going... My roommate's making dinner, so I have not eaten.
Did you have a snack?
Yeah, I had like a tiny cookie.
Face snack. Yeah, so I have this scheduled to go to 8, but in reality, it'll probably run closer to 7, 7:30, and then we'll have time for, like, some debriefing and talking about how everything went and stuff like that. I didn't plan for the first half to be funny and the second half to be serious, but I think it's actually a pretty good format.
Mm-hmm. Well, we basically turned into a Thor movie then.
We turned into Thor 3, and now we're gonna dial it down to Thor 1. And be, like, mostly serious.
All I'm going to say is as soon as we're out of play, these things are coming out, because they hurt.
Really? How do they hurt? Why do they hurt? Are they, like, stabbing you?
So the blue parts are extensions. Like, the brown parts are my own hair, but the blue parts are not. So,
is it, like, tugging?
Yeah. Normally when I wear them, I have, like, my hair kind of braided. I usually don't just leave it down, and it's really starting to bother me. So if I pull these out, like, halfway through, my character's not pulling her hair out. It's just Callie is in pain.
You could just do the thing when the thing happens if you want. That's so vague. I'm sorry. I'm assuming you know what I mean. You can pull the extensions out when the thing happens.
Oh, right.
Oh, that thing.
That thing. The thing that you don't know about.
Yes. The thing that I know about.
Yes.
That you don't know about.
Yep. One of these days, Terry's just gonna be like, I'm
about
doing
a
this,
thing.
I'm gonna GM. Okay. I've caught up on messages, even though this is working. Alright. Scout, do you...
Go check on...
I was just gonna ask you. We're missing Crow. Go check on him, please.
Go check on him.
Okay. Oh, now I know what room they're in. I've been in that room. I've also been in that room where Callie is. I've been in all the rooms except for Terry's.
He should be on in a little bit.
Yes,
Oh,
as in
he's
right
here.
now.
He's
As
here.
of right now, yes. Okay, good.
Alright. Great.
As in, I fixed it, but I needed to wait for literally every tab I had open to load so I could stop their processes first.
Gotcha. So, I just was telling everyone, so it's going to be a more serious half, and every individual person is going to get a message from me with some direction, but it's just like Magiscola, so you don't have to accept exactly what I say. You can interpret it however you need to, but everybody will get a thing, so don't worry. You'll get a thing as we roleplay, and I'll leave it to Callie to hopefully, like, kind of carry the conversation and keep it serious, and I'll stop being as much of a joker. I'll still probably ask questions about, like, what is a truck?
Yeah.
But, for the most part, I'm going to be busy messaging everyone and sort of orchestrating all this stuff on Messenger as I eat like a barbarian here, my food. Okay.
As I've got it, the Cold Iron Alliance.
Cold Iron Alliance. Awesome. So, yeah, we can resume. When we resume, we can finalize the name. And then I'm going to start sending messages while we finalize. That's good. Does anyone have any other questions? Anything they wanted to talk about? Or any points they wanted to get out and can't figure out how to work into the story?
Fair warning that all of my computer's programs are trying to start all at once. So, like, my computer might be weird.
Okay.
Steam is updating. GOG Galaxy is updating.
Oh my gosh.
Discord is updating. Skype is updating.
No.
None of them, like, have updates, but they're updating. The thing that they do when they open, when they think that they have updates.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right.
And you're like, shut up. You don't have to update.
I don't care, Steam. I honestly couldn't give a shit about your weekend sale on PUBG.
All right. Anybody else before we dive back in? All right. 3, 2, 1. game on. So, final thoughts on a name for us? Does anybody have one that actually might work?
Yeah, it was. Oh God, was it Alliance? It was Alliance. The Cold Iron Alliance.
That sounds good.
Did I say Alliance or did I say something else?
I think you meant,
Sentinels is also a thing.
or Kingdom, Cold Iron and Kingdom.
No,
Yeah.
I think Alliance, because Alliance also can imply like countries and things, which two of you seem to be very determined to have.
And then the rest of us can be like, because we're people. We're not threatening.
I agree. That sounds fair to me.
Look at us. Neither of us are nations.
None of the three of us are nations.
Yeah.
Well, does anyone oppose the Cold Iron Alliance as a name?
I don't think so. I can tell those reporters that seem to only be contacting you.
I'm fine with that.
I think they're
Yeah,
hoping
fair.
they can get her to slip because she's not as used to the tech.
I am happy.
Maybe.
I'm happy to do an interview. Perhaps the king and I could do an interview together and set the record straight about our intentions on this at this place.
Maybe with someone to yell no at you two when you start talking about killing people.
Well, if you don't wish,
No, I know what they need. Have you seen one of those giant blow-up hammers that they have at
Like
the
birthday
boardwalk?
parties and shit.
And they, when you hit some, no, they're big, like
squeak?
the outlet's like this big, and they squeak when you hit something.
Yes.
Someone needs one of those, and then when they get out of line, squeak, squeak,
oh,
squeak.
you mean like the
Or a spray bottle.
god?
Bottles work very well.
You want a hammer like the god of the Northmen?
Well, a less destructive one.
Yeah, exactly.
More for comedic effect.
Okay, so we are the Cold Iron Alliance, and
Yep.
and the King of Clovers and the Queen of Shamrocks shall speak with them on behalf of the group. Is this acceptable?
And like, they were trying to make us, make you know that, like, we came up with this name just a bit ago. We're not some weird shadowy organization that's been existing under the covers, undercover, and is a threat to you or something.
We can notify them.
So just to clarify, we are the CIA.
No!
Oh no!
There's 3 letters in Cold Iron Alliance. And there's 3 sides to a triangle. C is the 3rd letter of the alphabet. Illuminati.
But already
Hey.
thing is called CIA, so we
The
won't be.
Culinary Institute of America. It's us.
I like 3. I like the number 3. It's kind of my thing.
Illuminati confirmed.
I think we killed Colt.
Well, I'm happy to represent the CIA and talk to the reporters and tell them everything.
Okay, let's not use the acronym. Let's not use the acronym.
Yeah.
Let's try to avoid using the acronym. If the other people start using it, that's on them.
Alright. Great. So,
If we're shortening it, we're the Alliance.
Nessa, do you want to set up this meeting between the reporters and the king and myself?
Didn't they contact you?
Yeah, but I don't know how to use email.
You just hit the reply button.
Wait, where did you get an email?
So
Where are you even? Like, maybe one of us should come to you and
I'm
help
in
you.
I'm in DC
Okay.
right now. This place called DC where we had this fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not really allowed there.
it's like an hour drive for me. I already did that.
I'm here, but also
Like,
I'd rather people not know where I am, specifically.
Well,
I mean, could you put on a hood? Would that help?
I'm just saying I'd appreciate someone emailing them.
The ears really don't like being squashed.
Or if you wore like a top hat, or like
Yeah, because that's not conspicuous.
like one of those Rasta hats.
Because that's not conspicuous.
It just makes you look like a random weirdo on the street, as opposed.
Yeah, but if you tuck all your hair under there, it could just be that you've got like a lot of hair.
Yeah. But also, why would I ever wear one of those?
I think you should be proud of who you are.
That's not the issue here. The issue is authorities not liking who I am.
Then kill them. Kill the oppressors.
I mean, that only works if there's any chance of winning.
There's far too many of them.
Do we need troops?
Do we have troops? Can we use the president's troops?
I'd rather not fight them at all. I'd rather just never come into contact with them ever again.
What about the army of Canada?
I don't think they really have one.
Oh.
I think
I don't know. They certainly have one, but America spends too much on guns and people.
Yeah.
A robust military sounds like a wise option to me.
Yeah, well, not when all your roads are falling apart and people don't have health care.
That does not make sense. Do not the troops need roads and healthcare?
The troops generally don't fight on these roads over here.
Also, the troops who are done also actually do have a complete lack of healthcare and things.
The troops do not defend their own lands and fight
Like,
here?
well, there's no one attacking us on our land.
It's very...
Except for the Fae.
Well, yeah, that happened.
Which happened a couple days ago.
That's very fortunate for you that other nations do not attempt to invade frequently.
Because we have a fucking huge military, so they don't want to deal with it. Yeah, I don't know.
Also, no one wants to start World War III.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, a war of the entire world?
That sounds like...
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
That sounds like an opportunity.
No, because now we have these things called atom bombs.
Tell me more.
And nuclear warhead.
Please, let's not explain.
The city, and then the city is not
to them.
What it means is that if there's a war, everyone dies. And no one's alive to be the winner.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Except those that
Like,
are under the sea.
mutually assured annihilation.
Mutually assured destruction. I thought. I feel like there's another thing with annihilation in it.
Either way, it's like everybody would wipe each other out and there'd be no more life on Earth.
If anyone launches a nuke, everyone launches all their nukes, and then we destroy the entire surface of the planet several times over.
How long is it
And
gonna
all
take?
that's left is cockroaches.
How long is it gonna take for the Athena people to get us transport? Because if there's unseelie Fae in England now, there's probably people dying in England, and that's something I want to not have happen.
Can you ask your masters?
I don't have masters. Excuse you.
Didn't you say they were your keeper?
Handler.
Handler.
You could always write to them and see if they'll get back to you.
I think they're working out the details. Oh. A bunch of people who don't technically exist as far as the government's concerned. Well, 3 of you. And the spear on an airplane.
The spear is very well behaved.
Yeah, but a lot of other people with weapons on airplanes haven't been.
Oh.
I just saved this president land from certain destruction because somebody decided to open a portal here.
They're saying tomorrow they have to go through, like, some sort of red tape. But they can fly us out there tomorrow.
Okay.
First thing in the morning.
Is red tape an enemy that can be fought?
I wish.
It's the bureaucracy. You can't fight the bureaucracy.
Oh.
They probably have to offer a child sacrifice to a car.
Potentially.
For the last time, nobody does that.
I thought the
Nobody
horses...
sacrifices anything to a car but gas and money. Lots of money.
Well,
Sometimes they might sacrifice their dignity and put stupid things on their cars like weird car testicles.
well, I think Project Athena needs to tell me when I can get home again.
I don't know if they can do that.
Well, they need to
It
do
may not be
that.
possible.
It has to be possible because I need to see my children again. That is impossible when it comes to that, and I'm going to be very angry if I do not find a way very soon to return to my family.
I mean,
People have been trying to figure out time travel for a long time.
as far as I can tell, what happened is you went to the Unseelie place, and then came out of the portal, and what I assume happened is Fey realms are weird with time, so more time passed outside than it did inside. So it's not, I don't know how to reverse that. I don't know, I don't have enough, maybe I could, I'm only getting my bachelor's degree so far. I haven't learned anywhere near enough to learn anything that could help.
So you're saying science can do magical things?
I could explain, that portal that happened, I can explain it with both science and magic. Yeah.
So, Child Wizard, can you open a portal and return us to our times?
No. I'm not a wizard, per se. I have weird light, glowy stuff in my hands, or whatever. If it give me, several more years to learn science more, and maybe. If I have that long.
All I know is that I need a way to get back. And after we deal with this Unseelie threat, either I find a way to get back, or bad things start to happen.
It sounds to me like these people in our alliance are saying that there's no way for you to get back, we can't conquer the world, and we just have to sit around and eat cars.
I do not accept.
One of those things has been said.
I do not
and that's
accept
the
that.
please don't conquer the world thing.
May I at least defend
There
my
might
own
be a
country?
way. The problem is that no one really understands these portals very well. I don't think they're going to stop trying.
I must at least defend my
I
own
don't
country.
think anyone really knows how to make them work.
I can open more portals.
No.
And let more things through.
Will you be able to send me home? Because I think I can open portals, but I don't know if I can choose where they go.
I believe I can help you get home.
Then I will not stand in your way of conquering the President Land or Canada if you leave England, Ireland, Normandy, and the Norsemen's land to me and allow me home.
This sounds agreeable, but if you go home, who will own these lands?
Why? It's not going to work. And people will not like us if we start trying to do that.
I will own them in the past, so it won't make it. So you won't even know in the present because I'll fix it in the past. Isn't that how teleportation works?
So you can own the past, and I will own the present.
No, that is not what I'm saying. No, I will own it in the past. That is terrible. I will own it in the past, and you will leave it be in the present.
How about if it is children of your name that own them in the present? They can continue to own it.
That sounds like
But if you lose it,
sounds like
then
a
I can
fey
take-
bargain. It is a fey bargain.
They ruin everything.
We're
They
supposed
bargains
to.
sound like mistakes to me, but what do I know?
Well, they are
I mean,
mistakes.
a walking mistake, I guess.
I just want to make this deal and leave. I feel trapped. I feel angry. I did not ask to come here. I was simply doing my duty. I was hunting. I was doing well. I was succeeding on my own, taking out the Great Hunt one by one. And then I was summoned here against my will, and now I'm expected to stay here?
Wait, if we can get you back, we'll get you back, okay? But none of us really know how to get you back without, like, potentially unleashing more fucking Fae that want to destroy everything that I have to fight, because I have to fight every unsilly Fae, so no matter...
Oh, so what? So where I come from, my home means nothing because of
No!
this? This
No.
reality is more important
Literally
than
no
mine?
one has said that.
Well, that's how you all made me feel.
Like, we don't know, like, if we open up a portal to get you back to your time, it might unleash unsilly Fae on your time also.
Well, I have the resources to fight it.
By yourself?
My kingdom has the resources to fight this. I need to be with my people.
Yeah. The Sealy and the Unsealy are always fighting, so we could maybe, like, make a weird deal with the Sealy to have them come help, but I highly don't think that's a good idea.
That
you
sounds
trust
like
the
a way to
fame of my
get to
magic?
the, like, she swallowed the cat to catch the
Yeah,
well, the bird to
I mean,
catch the fly.
or just they and Earth ends up as their new battlefield and it wages forever.
Well,
Or we break time completely and nobody gets to go home.
What the fuck is home, Megan? What the fuck is home? What's that mean?
No, fucking blanket fort over here.
home is a very real place. Home is every shade you see here in one island. It's everything.
I mean,
it's
for you,
so real. It's
everybody has a different home, supposedly.
I'm just saying home is real, and once you know home, you'll do anything to get back there. And that's all I'm trying to do. My people need me. They need the knowledge that I've gained here, so that I can properly lead them in my own time.
Well, we can tell you that we're definitely going to try to get you back to your own home. I just have no idea how. And therefore, I can't say anything about the possibility of it because I don't know anything.
Like, I need to get to like a PhD level to know the kind of stuff to be able to help. And that's going to take a while. So,
well, maybe you
sorry.
Well, we all know time runs differently in the Fey realm. Maybe you could go and study these things there.
No, I know. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back there.
Why not? It's to help my entire people. You wouldn't do that for me after we fought those creatures together?
That's selfish.
Do you even know what you're asking?
I am
They're
asking...
going to go back anyways, eventually, but they want me to come here to learn. So they're not going to...
I'm asking for my people to have their leader back. I'm asking for...
I don't know.
None of us can do it.
Didn't you lead them well enough that they'll be all right for a little while without you?
For a little while, but what if I'm here for good?
Ireland's still standing. You must have done something, right?
Still standing, but
Standing
lost.
Conquered.
Yeah, part of it's been lost. I need to go fix that.
Well, it's not all on fire.
California's on fire.
But look at what the Wikipedia thing says. There was starvation, there was conquering, there was war, there was fighting, everybody had to leave, people died. This isn't not like this. This isn't what I set Ireland up to be.
Find the Wikipedia page of just about any country and tell me one that doesn't have some really awful shit going on.
Well, England looks a lot better off than the rest of the world.
No, well, England did a lot of the shitty stuff.
Yeah. So it's time for me to return to the past and make them pay.
I'm not necessarily against that, besides the fact that time travel, and maybe we wouldn't be born and blah, blah, blah. And time travel's awful and confusing, and I hate it.
No one's even sure if it's even possible.
That too.
Well, I got here.
It's really confusing.
I mean, King of Clovers, aren't you worried about how your people are faring in your absence?
And where I come from, I have reached the boundaries of that land, and now I find myself in a new world with so much more to conquer. And I feel your responsibility to your people, but I also cannot doubt this place that fate has put me. And it angers me to no end to hear people say that it's okay that your people in the past die, but in the present we're not allowed to touch them and cause any kind of chaos. If you want to be with your family, you are queen. And I will give you one of my wishes to help make that so.
Then once we resolve this issue with the Fae, I thank you, and I will accept your offer, and I will return home to my family and to my people, and ensure that Ireland is prepared for the hundreds of years of horror and torture and wrath that England is prepared to throw upon her.
The question is, how many more in Celia are there gonna be? How many groups are we gonna have to fight? Like, are there more there? Are there less there?
The king opened the portal in DC, but where the fuck did the portal in England come from? Is that some weird ripple effect, like the fabric of reality is weak, or what?
Maybe.
That's
possible.
Do you think one of them got away? Opened it from this side?
Maybe.
And
I thought I was done with this.
well, the other thing is, if we don't know how all of this works, what's to stop? We're talking about the ramifications of going back into the past and changing things. I only have an intention to help my people. What if one of the Unseelie went back and tried to damage things? I mean,
I don't know if they have the power to go back in time.
We don't know, but if I had the power to help, someone might have the power to hurt. I mean, I understand from this Wikipedia page that there are many people here in the President's Nation who have come from people from my country. What if I change things? Does it change the fate of this country because it was so influential in creating?
I don't know.
If you change things, things will be different.
Some of us probably won't be born.
But they will not be the way they are now, which means you will be ending the existences that are now.
So
or it's a closed time loop, and everything we do is supposed to happen, and you go back in time to make this present happen.
I don't like time travel.
Depends on how time travel actually works.
Well, I mean, nobody thinks it's wrong to send me home. Everybody's just saying that we don't know how, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
So I would go back knowing what I know. And, you know, being, what are we called? The Cold Iron Alliance. And being a member of the Cold Iron Alliance there.
Yep. Wait, you could fucking start the Cold Iron Alliance before we started it. No. I hate time travel.
I could. It would be very useful. And if you're, I mean, I did hear you make insinuations that this is some kind of ancient order or something like that. Maybe it is.
Wait, who said that?
No.
You did.
We
I made insinuations that we should not make it sound like it is.
No.
Because people will be freaked out about it.
Colt was joking, I think, that it was.
Oh no, I was just making a dumb Illuminati joke.
Is that another superhero organization?
It's a secret society.
It's a secret society that a lot of people think does a lot of things, and it's very silly to talk about it, and who fucking knows, maybe it controls everyone like puppets on strings, but I highly doubt it. And weird pyramids with eyes on them on our money. Scary. They have whatever.
I'm very confused. I thought the England's queen was on the money of Canada.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things on a lot of different money.
Oh.
Queen of Shamrocks.
Yes.
I have an interesting thought.
Yes.
Perhaps your family is not lost to you. Perhaps some of your descendants remain in this present time.
Are you
And that'd be way easier to find when you actually know who your family is.
I doubt they'll be quiet if they know.
Are you suggesting I try to find them?
I
Maybe.
think that until you can return to your children, this might be comforting.
To seek them out? To find them?
Yes.
Yeah, and you'd have way more luck than I've had in similar things. It's you have a starting point.
Well, if I have hundreds or thousands of descendants, could I not share this family with you?
I mean, I don't know.
Fate, you're welcome to my family. You're welcome to.
We had parents once upon a time somewhere.
You don't know where they are?
That maybe had other kids, maybe had other family that's still alive today. Who knows? I don't know if that exists or not. I don't really know how to start looking for that.
And there's always DNA testing and stuff.
What does that mean?
Yes.
What is a
That's
DNA?
assuming that people are in the database.
Yeah.
But if you're descended from someone important in Irish history, most people would people would know. You'd pass that, tell your kids that, oh hey, you're descended from this person.
Yeah.
Well, I see today. I've read and I've looked on the Book of Faces, and I've seen there are a lot of Murphys and O'Neills and Gallaghers, who used to be Gallowglasses in my time. So I see that many of the important families have, of course, endured.
I'm just...
Are you okay, Fate?
kind of freaking out a little bit. Like, fighting's weird. We're gonna have to go fight more Unseelie Fae. Like, honestly, if I could, I'd stay here. I'd keep doing my courses, but I can't. I have to go. The stadials and finding, I can't break that if I wanted to.
There are different definitions of fight, you know. You don't have to be on the front lines.
Maybe.
You could also
Perhaps.
transfer.
I mean, you said you can heal.
Yeah,
You're a healer. You can help people who've already been hurt. That's still fighting. It's just a more creative definition.
Like the doctor that I encountered, the one who saved my life, who was also a woman.
Still gonna end up missing all the beginning of the semester. And getting behind in class. So that'll be fun to deal with.
Is that something we can do as a team? Help you with that schoolwork.
Nah, I am far enough along that none of you will fucking understand a word of what we're learning.
Could you transfer into an Irish language class?
No, thank you. I mean, like, I could take one if I wanted to. Maybe some point in the future, but, like, right now I'm learning physics. And that's what I want to learn.
I'm just saying, unless the language has changed so much, I could easily just take your exam for you.
That's it's usually considered cheating.
And also, besides the point, I want to learn this stuff. And also, I kind of gotta learn this stuff because I gotta tell Faye people later.
Oh.
Well, if your professors have a problem, perhaps I should come and meet them.
As long as they have a problem, it's that I'm gonna be missing classes. Like, they'll probably be fine with it, given that I'm going to save some fucking people and them all over YouTube. If none of them are jerks. And, like, most of them know me pretty well. Oh, because I'm mainly taking steps with the same professors now, but, like, I'm still gonna have to do all sorts of catch-up work. Yeah.
Well, I am getting more messages, and it seems you'll have to explain this to me because I don't understand technology.
Okay.
It says, "This is Hades. Your feed has been hacked."
You just blipped out. I didn't catch that. You guys all just cut out.
This is Hades, and your feed has been hacked. That's what it says. Hades feed hacked. What does that mean?
What the hell is Hades? Aside from Colt, what's
Colt,
wrong?
are you okay?
Hades is where I grew up until I was 16 and ran away and bit the tracking device out of my arm.
Oh.
There was a weird thought that showed up in my head earlier. That, like it wasn't from me, but like, it wasn't clearly communicating from someone else, kind of, but it mentioned Hades also. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I heard something too.
What's their end game here?
I don't know. I think they're trying to mess with us.
But why? They live here too. They destroy everything, they will die too.
I don't know. Or like they kind of like dove right into my insecurities and swam around a bit. Like,
I thought I was the only one who could do that.
It's entirely possible they might just fucking want me back. I'm not going.
No, you're not.
No. We're not letting them take you anywhere.
I think we need to, if we stand together on this, then they can't take us back. I mean, we already have everything we all need, right? We can protect each other, and I have a means of getting home.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, there's some other stuff I could do within my life, but that's, like, further down the road of, like...
Yeah. Well...
dealing with other fae, and I don't know if you guys can help me all that much with that.
Hades is sending another message. I don't even want to read what they're saying, because I don't believe it to be true.
It's probably, like, I would definitely believe that they're lying, but I still think that, like, knowing what they want us to think, what they're trying to tell us, can help us figure out what they want.
Do we all agree that we want to hear what Hades has to say?
Yeah.
Nessa, you want to hear this?
Go ahead.
You have traitors in your midst. The team will fall.
Yeah, that sounds like...
That's just fucking...
That sounds like mustache twirling garbage.
Yeah.
No, they have to try a little harder than that.
Yeah, like... I think they're just trying to mess with us, trying to stop us or something. I don't know. So, maybe they have a deal with the Unseelie Fae. People can make deals with Fae.
I mean, I assume if some of us can make deals with Fae, that they can too.
Yeah. So, that's bad.
Well, Hades says that they want Colt back.
That is my response. No, you're not.
Seconded.
They're saying they'll leave the rest of us be if Colt will return to them.
No fucking way.
Perhaps Hades can help us.
Yeah,
Perhaps the life of one here should
No.
be changed for the lives of many.
What is wrong with you?
Well, he's thinking like a king would. I mean, a king can't just think any other way, really.
Like, we don't know.
You just throw away your allies, and you think that's acceptable.
And
You say
anyway, we don't know.
allies. Ever since I've been in this time, you've just told me what I can and cannot do.
Okay, yeah,
Sacrifice
because
your children
attacking
to
You tried
cars.
to eat a car.
I also fought with you.
Like,
When it comes down to it, I'm on your side, as long as your side is not literally murdering people.
We did.
Conquering is not murdering.
Okay, yeah, no, the car thing is just rude. And generally, I don't think you understand what a car is.
honestly, we're kind of trying to help you guys figure out the social mores of this time, because it's clear you don't understand them. To try and
Destroying expensive property is bad.
help
It's
you.
clear from what you have described of this time that your children grow up without families, that there are no doctors, that your country secretly sabotage each other cowardly.
Okay, that one's true.
But that's because governments are all assholes.
How is your time better than mine?
I'm not
I
saying
don't know what your time's like. I'm just saying this is what my time is.
you're going to get in trouble and run into a lot of issues, and people might attack you or arrest you or something if you go around doing things.
I have been attacked throughout the entirety of my life. It sounds to me like the rest of this group doubts my power.
I was just trying to save you some trouble, man.
I do not doubt your power. We have an accord, and I will honor
Also,
it.
there's definitely people who will have to fight you if you do things like destroy cars, who maybe didn't want to do that and maybe don't deserve to die for the fact that someone above them is saying, hey, stop that guy from eating the car.
And I'm sure Hades is laughing their asses off right now.
Yeah.
Like, Hades, we have no idea if they would even leave the rest of us alone.
I doubt it.
Or if they'd help us. Like, the text didn't even make it sound like they'd help us. It's just that they'd leave us alone, so no thanks.
I think that if Hades is willing to help us,
They're
we
not.
should listen.
They never
They're not.
said anything about helping us. They just
They would-
said they would stop fucking with us. Which I highly doubt they would. As the person who has spent the most time with them, they're all the fucking worst. You can't take anything they say at face value. They'll say whatever they want to get you to do what they want.
In this case, fight amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Queen of Shamrocks, can you reply to these people and ask them what their intention and plan is?
Yes, well, they're apparently watching our feed, so hopefully they will answer your request.
Also, hey,
Oh,
Hades.
great. And Athena is under attack, and they can get us to London, but other than that, we're on our own.
Fuck, man.
Well, then maybe it's time to go to the media. Maybe it's time to talk to the media now, because Hades is trying to control us, limit what we can do. They're listening to every single thing we say. If I understand how these feeds work, and it's some kind of tech thing and
Do
not
a
a
pretty
meal.
good puppy dog face for the media.
Well, we could always use the media, these journalists, these
Fucking
blogs.
online petitions saying, don't let Wolf Boy get taken by the bad guys. That'll help.
Yeah.
Can you record these things and put them on this line, online?
I mean, we can record videos. I don't know if we can. I'm not sure how to record the chat we have going on.
Well, why don't we just send it out there and say, and ask the people to help us? Do we trust the people of your time and your country to do the right thing?
Some of them.
I mean, the average person, like if I took a human at random, I would generally assume that they're a good person, but I also wouldn't trust them not to, like, tell someone something that gets Hades to know where I am.
So the people of this time, Queen, are not trustworthy.
No, nothing's trustworthy. Because there's non-trust. It's not that they're not trustworthy, it's that they don't know that there's trust to be betrayed.
Do you not have laws and specific sets of rules? The people of my
Oh yeah,
time
there's
have
tons of laws, but they don't apply to
writing
you
law.
as a citizen.
I can't imagine they would violate these sacred laws laid down by Druids and even agreed upon by Catholics.
I mean, they already, like, had Colt locked up somewhere, so...
You need to be a citizen to have rights, usually.
Where I come from, there is only one system of laws, and that is that the strongest will survive.
That's
And that
okay.
sucks.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that, personally.
Are you not strong? Could you not survive?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Everyone here sounds so fearful.
yeah, there's a lot of things to be scared of. The ice caps are melting. We're all gonna drown. Global warming.
If you had the right king, this would not be an issue.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, no. Like,
Listen, I think that we can handle this on our own. We just need to make a statement to the press, and we need to decide what we want to say, and then we need to talk to these bards so that they tell the truth about who we are.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think so. And if they talk about you, Colt, then then if you disappear, it'll be suspicious, or
At least someone will notice.
yeah.
The only thing is we won't have much of a choice in whether we talk to them, so it takes away a decision for Colt. If he doesn't want to go public, then I feel like we're saying this is the only option.
They already know where I am. That's the only reason I've been in hiding.
Then what's the point? They already know.
So
They know
If they
I'm
already
here.
know, then
Oh my
hiding
God.
in plain sight's your best bet.
Yeah.
It is, and can't we just expose this Hades?
That sounds like the best plan to me.
yeah.
Oh, I don't need that. Thank you.
Yeah, let's expose Hades.
Yeah.
Fight them like a real warrior would. Invite
To the
them
death.
out. Yes, and in the open.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're
Let people know what the fuck's going on in their world.
backing the Unseelie or figuring out how to get them here, then so be it. We'll fight them all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will release this statement.
Yeah.
All right. I don't really know how to do this email thing, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt it.
You put words in the thing and send it to the right address.
Okay. Here's
Challenges him to a duel to the death.
Who are
There
we
is
talking-
Okay.
organization.
So our whole group. So what are we called again? The CIA.
Iron Association. Alliance. Hold on, Alliance.
Okay, so the Cold Iron Alliance, henceforth to be known as the CIA.
No.
No.
No, we're not.
If we're shortening it, it's the Alliance.
Okay. Henceforth to be known as the Alliance, does hereupon challenge the organization known as Hades to step out of the shadows and confront us in public on this battleground that is London. Fight me noon tomorrow. Signed, your favorite queen. Maybe they'll think it's the Queen of England and they'll go after her. That would also work. But I'll be more specific. Queen
You
of
realize they're watching this.
Queen of Shamrocks.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah,
That's true.
so
Fucking fight me.
fucking
Yeah.
fight us.
Fight us. Alright, well, I'm releasing the statement to the media. I'm sending it to CNN and NPR and Fox News.
Don't send it to that last one.
That last one's a mistake.
I already sent it.
Fuck.
Are you not friends of
Sure.
foxes?
Oh no, foxes in general are great. Fox News is full of assholes.
It has nothing to do with actual foxes.
I wish it had something to do with actual foxes. That would be a redeeming quality.
Well, now they have our statement.
Right?
Now they have our statement. Okay,
I
Hades.
think I'd be up for talking to the public also, to media, if need be, since I'm more aware of how this current society and technology works. If need be. I can help.
Before you say anything else, Hades is telling me that they have made this feed public and that it is now being broadcast on Times Square. I don't know if that's another...
Ah, lovely.
Is Times Square another portal? Does that take me home?
No, it's a place where there's
Hi, New York City.
Hello.
They say, make your statements to the public
Alright.
now.
So, we're a bunch of people. We didn't want people to get hurt, so we fought the weird stuff coming out of the portal in DC. There's apparently another thing in London. We're gonna go help deal with that.
The Queen and I have an accord. We are going to split your world.
No.
No.
That
If those two start trying to do weird stuff with countries, then they're unaffiliated with
Your
us.
orphans will have homes. You will have doctors.
We have doctors.
This is
These two don't really know how things work in this time and place because weird reasons. Also, there's a weird thing called Hades. I'm not really sure what it is exactly. It's some weird organization, and they're bad, and they're trying to mess with us.
they like keeping children who have, I don't know, maybe weird coyote-like appearances captive for most of their childhood. That's what they do. Lots
they
of other
sacrifice
things
them
that I
to cars.
didn't see because I was in a cage.
And they want to stop us from helping you.
Yep.
And I have
So-
promised to help you before I return to my time.
Yeah. But we want to help.
Yeah.
Most of us just want to fight the weird creatures coming out of the portals.
We saw people in danger, and we helped.
Yeah. Some of us have other weird
Did you-
plans.
I was hunting the Unseelie Fae already, so when they came out of the portal, as you saw on the tube, I was there trying to hunt them. All I want to do is hunt them. The commenters are saying we ship the weird stuff.
No, no
Please
shipping.
Don't.
We don't need to talk
No.
about shipping.
Okay,
We don't need to talk about that.
okay. Hello, Square of the Times. I am Fiona. I am Queen of the Shamrocks. I come from Ireland. I understand that there are maybe thousands of you who are descendants of mine. welcome. I look forward to meeting all of you soon. Please come to the President's Land of Washington, D.C. and ask for me, and I would love to meet you because we are family. Slancha.
Apparently people are curious about me. I'm just a person. I have weird light powers. I'm also a college student, and I mainly just want to be a normal person, but I also don't want to unseelie fake go wreaking havoc. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to go back to school. Yeah, hi.
Hades wishes us to be on some kind of registration, which I understand is what happens when you wish to go to classes.
No, not that kind either.
Not that kind either.
So the wedding gift kind?
It wants to control the things it can't understand. It wants to hurt people who are not like all the other people. It wants to, I don't know, maybe understand things, but it doesn't care about who it hurts to do it.
I don't see a person, they see a weapon.
I saw people being hurt in DC a few days ago, and I made the decision to, rather than staying safe and staying hidden so that they couldn't find me, go and fight and help save innocent lives.
The commenters are asking all of us questions. They are asking to all, are you single? I don't know what that means.
We are the CIA.
No.
No, that's not what that means.
Iron Alliance.
They're asking about our relationship status.
Is way better.
I mean, technically, yeah.
I have many wives.
You know, you don't have many dating options when you're a hopeless
You have many wives? Your culture is different than mine.
I mean,
Slightly.
monogamy is just one weird standard that exists, and other weird standards can also exist. It's gender and relationships and sexuality are weird, and people like defining it far too much for my tastes.
Hot babes, please come find me.
You just learned that word.
I did. Babes are not babies.
It would be really funny if people started mailing you babies.
Also not very good for the baby.
Don't mail your babies to that man.
He'll sacrifice in the cars.
Do not.
Yeah, do not. He'll sacrifice.
Do not send me your orphans.
So to answer the question, I used to have what do they call them? We were not married. We were handfasted for a year and a day. But I lost him in battle, and that was many years ago. And I am now, what do you call it? Shippable. Shippable. Single. Yes.
Shippable?
Oh no. Please don't ship us with each other. It's creepy. It's very creepy. We are real people.
Also,
What?
my name is not Ears. It's Colte. Or Colt. It's not Ears.
Also, Nessa, they are asking, they're saying, you are pretty, are you single?
Yes, but not available.
Sad face, sad face, sad face.
Thank you, Times Square, for asking us.
Wow.
about our dating life.
Thanks, sir, for being fairly positive, though. Even if a tiny bit creepy.
It
Her
seems...
handlers keep her locked in a room. Please.
They do not.
No,
They do not.
I don't.
about half of what this guy says is wrong.
Yeah, he's somewhat confused about how things work.
Nessa, do they not lock you in a room? Are you not prohibited from seeing other people?
Just because I'm not allowed to go to DC doesn't mean I'm not allowed out of my room.
DC is one place. There are many other places.
That is one place I am not allowed to go. There are many other places.
The commenters want to know, why don't all of you just kill the king?
Because they can't. The queen has already tried to poison me.
I did, and I failed, and I made a deal with him, so...
Kill humans? In general?
Right now, killing people is a bad idea.
At least for right now, he is helpful.
Fighting on Steely Faye.
Yeah. He's on our
Also,
side.
Killing people has a nasty backlash.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Oh, I was talking about public backlash. But
Yeah,
also, that's a point now.
Also,
I personally am, like, just morally against killing people in general. Like if it's a choice between killing someone and not killing someone with no other factors, I'm definitely not going to kill them. You know? As most people would.
People of the Square Time, if you would like to challenge me to a duel, I am available. I will fight you to the death.
Be careful.
don't do it.
Don't murder anyone.
I'm not sure if you're talking to the people in Times Square or...
You have a commenter, King. This person says, I am from Texas, so of course I have a gun and I will duel you.
Oh no.
Is that... Where is Texas? Is this a conquerable land?
It's part of the president's land.
Ah. I will put down this fine warrior, valiantly on the battlefield.
Wonderful. Well, apparently you have a duel scheduled for your return from battling the Fae in London.
You're gonna... Yeah, sorry, we can't get there quite yet. I'm not sure exactly what's going on over there. Hopefully there's some people helping out to not have everyone be murdered, hopefully.
So there's some more news that I suppose I may announce while we are being connected to the Square Times. It seems that in England, more people like us have emerged. They have come out of the shadows.
I called it.
They are.
Like, this is definitely gonna happen. I was like, I hope this is gonna happen.
They are inspired by our bravery and wish to join forces with us to fight the Unseelie Fae.
I still have to go. Anyways.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to rule England myself. Hi, England. I will be your new queen.
No.
Or your sovereign.
Only in the past.
Wait, I thought you were gonna go back.
Only in the past, I will be your new queen.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, keep fighting a good fight.
To the newcomers,
They don't like
They asked for me.
They don't like light people in London.
It seems that England has severed all trade agreements with the United States of America.
Why?
What?
Is that going to interfere with us getting there?
Not that I know of, but it just...
That's weird.
That's really bizarre.
Maybe somebody didn't like that I was going to be their new ruler.
That's possible. That's the kind of thing that happens when you declare you're going to rule a country that already has a ruler.
Oh, this is how they underhandedly starve the other people's people.
Oh,
Remember, they told us about this.
Yes!
This started an international incident.
This is how they damaged my country. I see how this works. Well,
okay.
Well, I will advise our wise president to not trade with you either. So there.
I can say that I'm pretty sure we're not affiliated with the U.S. government.
Yeah, we're not.
At all, like, most of us aren't technically citizens and don't legally technically exist. So, like it's hard to have a birth certificate when grow up in a lab, you know?
This is true. I am not a
Or,
citizen of the president's land. I am a citizen of my own kingdom of Connacht in Ireland.
We are not affiliated with any governments. Two of these people wish to become the governments of some places, maybe. The rest of us do not support that.
Our
The rest of us want
This
everyone
young one
to be
will
safe through this invasion.
So,
You know, standard save the world stuff.
yeah.
Hades has confessed to backing the Texan who wishes to duel the king.
What?
Oh,
Could you
Well-
not?
It looked like we just walked into a trap to have one of us killed. Great. That's probably bad.
Will that...
Hades is going to help the one who wants to duel me?
Yes.
Yep.
I thank
Yeah,
them for
they're-
helping him come to the land of DC.
I think they're maybe gonna try and help him fight you, or like give him weird weapons or something.
Or enhance him in some way.
Well, he will need
Give him
some
a really
kind of
special gun.
enhancement to fight me. This only makes it fair. Thank you again, Hades. You are very honorable.
Here's something fun for you, King. Apparently, your opponent is a woman.
Oh.
Are we still on the Times Square thing?
Yes, we are. High Square Times. I kind of want to support your opponent now, even though we have.
Should
a
we make
deal.
it a non-deadly duel and just like a friendly duel instead of a deadly duel?
Like a
Clearly,
make it
Because
like
we
a
could like
fight.
raise money for charity or something. And get,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
for the-
that's a thing that
Well,
heroes do.
Donate
Okay.
to Doctors Without Borders.
I like that.
Yeah, he's worried about doctors, so
That's why I suggested
Make
it.
it a friendly duel. Sell tickets.
I would like
And
the Foxes to be there to video this.
He's referring to Fox News. I feel like
is the
if
only
you
one
guys
that
try to make it a deadly duel, that's not legal anymore.
everything is legal in New Jersey.
So you might run into less interference in your duel if you make it a not deadly duel.
Do it with Nerf guns.
Though, if Hades is backing the lady, I would not put it past her to try and turn it lethal, even if you decide to make it not lethal.
But also maybe you could open up communication with her and say, hey, let's make this friendly duel. Let's raise money for Doctors Without Borders so that doctors can go wherever and save lives. How about it?
Sounds like the doctors have handlers as well.
No?
No.
It's doctors who specifically, like, basically ignore, like, borders and countries and instead focus on the fact that there are people who need medicine and fixing and things. And so rather than staying in one place, they go to places where people need doctors most.
Once they do this,
And if any of my professors are watching this, I'm sorry I'm going to miss class. I kind of have to help save the world.
once these
Make up
doctors,
material.
so these
I
doctors,
think they'll understand they live in the world too.
Yeah.
so these doctors are permitted to go into any lands.
I don't know how it works.
Does
Yeah,
that,
they do.
can they take friends?
Probably.
Let's not go back in time.
Okay,
If that is what we're trying to ask.
I've received a notification that Hades has taken us off of the Square Times.
Okay.
Okay. There.
Yeah. I like being
Goodbye,
back
Square
on a
Time.
small screen.
Okay,
Yeah.
how many memes are we now?
What does that mean?
How many gifs are there of my face?
How many gifts can we make of your face? Well, that depends on how many pieces we cut it up into.
That is not what I said.
Did any hot
D-I-F.
bang up on my
I was just hoping that like no one in my university realized where I am in the library, so I don't get bothered right now.
Can you have several offers from quote-unquote hot babes? Some of them say, have you considered a bride from other areas of the world? Some of them are offering to come from different countries, some countries that I've never heard of.
I will accept all offers.
All of them?
All of them.
Some of them seem to want to charge you money. You have money.
I have much money after I conquer this land of president.
Wait, how many of them are spam bots?
I don't know what that means, but a lot of these brides are from all over the world. They said you just wire the money by Western Union. Does anyone know?
Yeah, he's not gonna know.
Definitely a scam.
What does that mean? Are you suggesting that these brides would go back on their deals to the king?
Yeah, or that they're
They don't actually exist.
yeah.
There's not actually a woman there.
Most, like, scam... I read once that most of, like, the basic internet scams, the early ones, like the Nigerian prince and all that, are all, like, owned by, like, this one dude who's super fucking rich and just owns an island.
I would not mind meeting a prince.
The Nigerian prince scam is not real. It's like some guy's like, some guy pretends to be a prince and says something about if you give him $100,000, he'll give you $100 million for some reason.
Then he's not gonna give it to you
And then he doesn't give you that money, but you gave him your money. And also, he was never a prince.
He sounds like he deserves to die.
We could go
The
hunting.
island guy who made up the Nigerian prince? I don't know. Probably.
We could go hunting and take them out, as they say.
I suggest we don't hunt any human beings because
Yeah. Also, that guy probably has, like, actual, like, supervillain level traps on his island. I would not put it past him like that.
Is Ireland not an island? Is this one of your people? Queen?
No, this is not one of my people.
a
I don't
different
think.
island, probably a
There's
smaller
a
one.
lot of islands.
There are more than one
Some of
island.
them are big, like Australia. Some of them are small, like the islands of Hawaii.
What is Australia?
Look it up on the goggles.
Siri, what
or
is
you could
Australia?
ask Siri.
Here's some information.
Australia, officially the Commonwealth of Australia, is a sovereign country comprising the mainland of the Australian continent, the island of Tasmania. Wait a minute, this has a British flag in the middle of it.
Yeah, because they were originally owned by Britain.
They were originally a prison colony for England. England sent all their prisoners there.
I will liberate Australia and take it for my own in the
It's
past.
free and also
Everything in
terrifying.
Australia wants to kill you. Everything.
This sounds like a grand adventure.
All the wildlife wants to kill you.
This actually sounds fun. Are they like difficulty level tougher than the Unseelie Fae or not quite?
I mean, like, it depends on your definition of toughness. Like,
I mean, there's like spiders like this fucking big. And
like these things will jump out of nowhere and surprise you, but like they're not gonna make a sustained assault.
what the fuck is a drop bear? I've heard of them. That's all I know. I
I
think they
mean-
drop out of trees.
My grandfather was a giant, so
Neat.
Kangaroos can kick you to death. The emus won a war.
So
Well,
That you are.
What? Like, Athena's still can get us the ride even though they're under attack, I guess, by Hades, I think, maybe?
Did we help with
I
that?
guess
I think we should help
it
with
was
London first.
a very rushed text message. It was full of typos.
Lovely.
I don't think they had a lot of time.
But, so, when is the plane, or whatever it is, gonna get us? Like, where do we need to be and when?
I will message that to you.
Alright. Yeah, that sounds good.
yeah, I know it's tomorrow.
Mhm.
So we'll be on our way soon. So I feel very, I feel ready to fight, but I also feel like before I leave this conversation, I want to say I still feel like I have a lot unresolved. I mean,
Yeah.
Hades is still coming for Colt.
Fuck you.
We decided we're gonna stand by Colt.
Yeah.
But what about this thing saying
Absolutely.
they're saying there are traitors in your midst? Are we?
Honestly, I think it's just them lying.
Pretty sure that's just them fucking with us. That, or like they have like some weird tech that is allowing something.
allowing?
If anyone can like scan my brain for more chips or something.
I should like to see the dual.
I'm not sure. I don't know if that would show up.
I don't know.
I don't know
pulled
what
the
that
tracker
would
out of
look
my arm
like.
with my teeth. I don't know if there's something else there that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to get a good night's sleep and prepare. Does
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I need to tell my roommate I'll be disappearing again. Yeah, honestly, Unseelie Fae are freaky. Like Seelie Fae are bad, but Unseelie Fae are worse.
Does anybody else have anything they wish to resolve? Because my goal after doing this is to go back home, and it seems like I've secured transport to do that. So I'm happy. What about everyone else?
I mean, I got just goals and okay. First of all, I feel like maybe you guys should know. I don't know if the like maybe the Unseelie Fae want something with me. I don't know. I think like the Unseelie and the Seelie Fae are always at war. That's the thing. But like their most recent one was maybe over me. I think it was. They never really explained that well. So they might have it in for me. I don't know. Also, at some point, I want to figure out how to like make sure that the Seelie Fae let me go back here very soon after I fulfill my deals with them. Instead of just keeping me in the Fae realms for like another 180 years.
Does that require bargaining more with them?
Possibly. I mean, the way that it was left was pretty open-ended. I may end up having to make another deal with them and be like, I'll do this for you if you let me stay in the human realms.
My family has made many bargains with the Fae over the centuries, and I am unafraid of dealing with them.
I mean, I'm kind of used to it. Kind of in my life. It was my life for a while.
I understand. I am simply offering to help if there is any
Yeah, like,
way.
help would be nice. I'm not sure. Like, we need to... I don't know when the Fae are going to show up to have me come back and tell them stories.
I'm also I just want to make sure before we part ways this evening that all of us have a sense of resolution, because we're about to go into battle again.
I did not hear that last bit.
Yeah, you cut out a bit.
I was saying that I want to make sure that before we part ways tonight, that all of us have a sense of resolution because we are about to go into battle again.
I mean, I'm probably going to try and hang back and go more, I think, this time. Especially since it sounds like there's going to be more people. Because it's pretty nasty out there. But, yeah, I'm good.
Colts, how about you?
I'm good.
As best we've been able to resolve things, you feel okay? We're not gonna let them take you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, King, what about you?
Things will be settled when I have my lands.
I just wouldn't recommend saying... Maybe it is a bad idea to talk about that in front of the whole square of times again. I'm starting to learn now that
I'm glad that we got a chance to say that if either of you start conquering things, you are now unaffiliated with the rest of us.
Yeah.
And we don't support your actions, so that if you two decide to start conquering things, it won't negatively affect you.
I will take care of the trade agreement issue with England.
Yeah. Like, what? I don't know why that... Like, did that happen because you said you were going to take over England? Did they give a reason?
He's an American citizen. Why would they care?
I don't know, but if I'm the cause, I will make sure to rectify it. And if not, I'll just fight them.
And we'll have to figure out hotels or something.
We're kidding. You're going to fight them anyway.
Didn't you say that the queen was old?
Yeah. She's not actually... She doesn't really have any governmental power, though.
But she is...
Yeah, there's like a parliament or something.
She is their queen, though, right?
She doesn't make the laws or anything.
In name only, pretty much.
She walks around in waves and looks pretty.
Who is the Queen of Ireland now?
I don't know if they have one.
They have a president.
How Ireland governs itself.
Interesting.
Government, they're a republic.
Like Rome?
Kind of. They have a cabinet. The government is headed by the Tausay. I am not sure how to pronounce this. Taoi.
Say it wrong the first time, try again, still be wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I will just try to be the next one of those.
Sure. You'll have to get, like, voted. Oh! You have a little harp thing. That's like their coat of arms. That's why you have that.
Yes.
Or something.
This actually also represents one of the artifacts I have. Additionally, well, my flag is up over there and not here. But I do have my province's coat of arms, which has on one side a bird, and the other side a hand holding a sword, because we are wise, but we also conquer.
Cool. Neat. That's cool symbolism.
Nessa, do you have any unresolved things that you would like to wrap up?
I think I'm good.
You just don't want us to conquer stuff.
No, I am worried about the effect all of this conquering talk is going to have on everyone else.
Yeah.
Do you think
as we've been trying to warn you guys, and I think the consequences will only get worse from here.
Well, I hope I haven't created too much trouble for you and for the president.
Also, I'm very worried that Hades is able to get into people's minds.
Yeah,
as far as I was aware, we can do that. So there are more people like me. That's frightening.
I wonder how many more.
Who knows? I guess we'll find out.
And
Yeah.
I feel like everything for me is pretty much resolved, since the king has so graciously offered to send me home and to help me conquer England in my time. I think everything's going to be fine. King, are you worried about the fact that the location of your civilization has now been pretty much revealed?
My people will be safe with me here now. I look forward to calling upon their armies.
Well, the thing is, the news item said that England was protecting your people. That prevents a little bit of a conflict of interest, don't you think?
Or perhaps, by not giving out the location, the rest of the world was protected. And my people are the true threat.
Perhaps.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I'm just saying, if England is involved in the government and the governing of your islands, then we will have a conflict in the future.
Tomorrow, England is yours.
And then I can just revoke this protection. You don't think your country needs it? I can just
No.
revoke the protection and you'll be fine.
We will be fine.
Alright, then there's no problem. I've solved everything that I need to do. Well, I'm ready to get some rest to go fight tomorrow. How about everybody else?
I guess we'll have a few things to wrap up, emails to send and stuff. But then I'll be sleeping. Packing and sleeping.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go try something.
Yeah.
You
should try to get some rest. Colt, you should try to get somewhere safe.
Yep.
I need to
I'll
learn
sleep
more
on
about
plane.
emails. I need to learn more about emails, like what are they and how to use them.
We can probably explain it better when we're in person.
Could you teach me on the plane?
Yeah, probably.
Great.
So
Well,
airplane mode will have to be on.
well, I see that Athena has messaged us with instructions about where and when to meet tomorrow.
That's good.
So I will see everyone there, and I hope all of you have a good night. End stream.